It was brought to my attention just a few minutes ago. I was looking up the different prospects for the 2018-19 NHL season and the 2019 NHL Entry Draft, and Kaapo Kakko stood out to me once again. Of course, I've made a video about Kakko already. Some of you guys are probably familiar with the idea that he's probably gonna be a guy in the top 5. A lot of people have him as 2nd overall, so expect him to go in that top 2, 3, 4 range. But I actually kind of went in depth a little bit, and I looked at the records for the season. So far, Kaapo Kakko is basically one of the highest scoring players of the draft so far, because he's had 7 points in the 7 games played in the Finnish Liiga. This is absolutely incredible, and I didn't realize that he was actually doing this well. Kaapo Kakko started things off in the season with the overtime game-winning goal, as the TPS were able to beat the HPK Hämeenlinna 2-1 in overtime. I remember seeing the gif of this on Twitter, the video or whatever. Everyone was like, yo, Kaapo Kakko is making a splash. This is him raising his already superiorly high draft stock. He's gonna have a great Liiga season. Here we are, 6 games later, and Kaapo Kakko is at 7 total points in 7 Liiga games. With the TPS playing against the Porin Assat in their 2nd game, Kaapo Kakko got himself a goal and an assist. Kakko then went scoreless on the 18th against the Karpat, but then followed up his next game against Kuku with 2 assists. Add to that, 1 point against the Vasan Sport, another goal against the Ukarit, and then against JYP Jyväskylä, he got himself 0 points as well. That's good enough for 7 total points in 7 games played. Kaapo Kakko is literally on pace to be a point-per-game player in the Finnish Liiga. And I know it's a little bit early into the season, and a lot of people are probably saying, yeah, well, he's not really going to sustain that. Let's just assume that he does. Let's assume that. For the purpose of discussion, let's assume that Kaapo Kakko retains a point-per-game record in the Finnish Liiga. What exactly does that entail? Well, it entails a total Liiga season of 60 games played and 60 total points. I want to establish right here that if he does that, if he maintains this point-per-game pace and he gets 60 points in 60 games, that is phenomenal. That is absolutely legendary, and it is something that nobody should be overlooking. I think people looking at junior leagues like the OHL and the WHL kind of get desensitized a little bit to seeing point-per-game numbers, but the Liiga is a step above all of those leagues. Literally a professional league and the highest league of hockey in Finland. If we want to take a look at some other Finnish players who have gone really high in their drafts, and we're going to be talking about guys just in the most recent drafts, the most recent one was Jesperi Kotkaniemi, drafted 3rd overall by Montreal. In his draft year, 57 games played, 29 points. Seeing as Kotkaniemi could possibly make the Canadiens this year, that doesn't sound too shabby. If we go over to Jesse Puljujärvi, in his draft year, he grabbed himself 28 points in 50 total games played, so that was actually better than Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Puljujärvi today is a player who probably will have a breakout season in this upcoming Edmonton Oilers 18-19. Then obviously the last one over here for forwards is Patrik Laine, drafted 2nd overall behind Austin Matthews. In Laine's draft year, he grabbed himself 33 points, 17 goals in 46 games played. If you do that over a 60-game pace, that's on pace for 43 total points. So if Kaapo Kakko is able to maintain himself, let's say he does drop off a little bit, he drops down to 40 total points in 60 games played. That is still Patrik Laine level. If Kaapo Kakko maintains his point-per-game pace and grabs 60 points, he is better than Patrik Laine, Puljujärvi, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, and he will literally break the record for most points by a U18 player as well as a U19 player. But of course it's the draft year, let's just focus on U18 for now. Alexander Barkov is 1st in that position, 48 total points in 53 games played in his draft year. Mikael Granlund and Patrik Laine are 2nd and 3rd. Kaapo Kakko is on pace to being better than this. Of course, terribly small sample size, but I'm just bringing up the possibility that this can happen. It is in the realm of possibility just because it is the pace that he's been at, and the TPS, they've won every single game except for that game against the Kaapo wherein they lost 3-2 in a shootout. TPS is good, and they've always been good. They lost Olli Juolevi and Petrus Palmu, but Kaapo Kakko is here now, and scoring at a really good point-per-game pace, along with the other players on his team who are also scoring at point-per-game paces. Kaapo Kakko has quite a good shot at maintaining some high elite numbers as a U18 player. That's just a quick update over here on Kaapo Kakko, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video for Plus 9 Gaming, and bye.